Prior to RolePoint, we had quite an extensive referral program in excess of 35%, but it was quite a tedious task for employees to refer, which put a lot of burden on recruiters. The biggest thing that drew me to RolePoint was actually the ability to extend the social reach. We have quite a not a super large organisation, but an organisation that's very social, and we wanted to be able to extend the reach into our employees' networks, our employees' social networks, to actually draw those talent back into the place. We're in a very competitive market space. I actually went out looking a year before you guys came along, looking for this technology, and found no one in the marketplace. So when I saw the potential match algorithms of what you were trying to do, of linking up our jobs to our employees' networks and their social reach, that was what was really interesting to me. The pilot that we started with was in our global sales organisation, and that was about 800 strong globally. The interesting fact for me was in the first 2 weeks of launching RolePoint, we joined up about 54 people to RolePoint and it connected their networks, and that generated connections of 64,000 people out of 54. To me, that's a huge second, third degree of separation. And my hope is that we get 80%, 90% of the organisations applying, creating an account, connecting their LinkedIn networks. That potentially is millions and millions of people in our extended social reach networks that now becomes a talent pool for Informatica to be able to go back and start to attract them back into the organisation. That's what's really exciting about it. The first month or two, we were seeing, I think now we're up to about 46, 48% of the employees have actually connected their networks and getting it. So from an adoption perspective, I'm quite comfortable with where we are today. The benefit we get from a recruiting perspective is it actually takes the ownership or the onus off the recruiter to actually refer the person, and actually puts it back out to the employee and to the referee of coming in and applying to the job. We've worked a lot through the whole process of recruiting to simplify the candidate experience. What we've done on the front end with the apply process now, it's actually simplified it for a candidate. So now when someone gets referred, it's quite simply, we push a link to the individual, they can click on that link, it tracks back to the employee. The process of applying is literally 2 minutes for the candidate. They can connect in with LinkedIn, and all that data is captured within the referral engine. So it makes it really easy for the recruiter, it improves their productivity, for the employee, as well as the candidate experience on the other end. It's pretty complex to say, here's a job, without using pure keyword searches, here's a job and here's talent, not just in the industry, but in the world, in a location that's suitable for the job. So my initial reactions with RolePoint was, how good is the matching algorithms? I think at the beginning, I was certainly seeing some discrepancies, especially in a large network as I have. But over time, working with you guys and improving that matching algorithm, we're seeing some good results, especially in the sales organisation. We've had quite a few people actually, they enjoy the leaderboard. They like that competitive nature that they get from the leaderboard. I've got a couple of people in the organisation that continue to ping us and want to use RolePoint more, and they continue to do. So I think that the feedback so far has been quite positive. They like the ability to be able to see where they are on the stack ranking of their peers. And it's also a good way for me to be able to track internally of how my recruiters are also using it. Because I don't see RolePoint as just a tool for external referrals. It's also a tool for me to have my recruiters reaching out to their networks, of the people in their networks, to attract people back to the organisation as well. They just don't get the referral bonus. We did a philanthropy exercise or campaign with the Philippines Relief Fund, and we basically encouraged people, if they went out and referred 3 people, we would throw a certain amount of money to the campaign, and we actually raised quite a little bit of money for that campaign, which is a good way for employees to give back, but it also helped us drive the adoption through RolePoint as well. RolePoint has been one of the most exciting companies to work with. They're hungry, they're creative, they've been really easy to work with, they've been very forthcoming in listening to the business challenges that we're facing and actually come up with solutions to help the business case we're solving for. So from a vendor perspective, you're one of the most easiest to work with partners that I actually have, which is a great thing.